So I wanted to talk for a second about persimmon ripeness, because there are two kinds of persimmons. These are the Haschia persimmons, or the Chinese persimmons, and then there are the fuyus, which are the Japanese persimmons. And the fuyus are short and squat. These are much more globe-shaped or oblong-shaped, the Haschia, which are really the Chinese version. And these guys get super, super squishy soft when they're really ripe. And here are some from my tree that are exceedingly ripe. I'm going to use them to make persimmon bread, but I wanted to try to give you an example of just how ripe they are when they're fully ripe, or how they give. So here's one right here, and if you can see, it's already starting to give, the skin is already pulling away here, but it is literally, you can see with my, I'm using very little pressure here, but it is basically like a sack of jello, and it's oozing over here, and that is how you can tell that it's really ripe. You see some others over here. This one actually is a little bit sunburned, but again, it feels like an overripe tomato, and if you pressed into it over here just a little bit, you'd see it just really squishes out like that. And that's just very gentle pressure. So it's basically like a sack of jello, and that's how you can tell it's perfectly ripe. So what I do is I take the stem out when I'm making the persimmon bread recipe, and I puree this, and I use about 3 or 4 good-sized persimmons. This year my persimmon tree has given me some enormous persimmons, and they're basically just sacks of delicious sweetness. So, you know, if you have the benefit of having a persimmon tree, like I do, you can freeze these when they get this ripe, and then you pretty much just, you know, scoop out. See, you sort of see how gooey they are. You scoop out the flesh with a spoon, and it's basically like preserves or pudding, Mother Nature's pudding. So enjoy your persimmons, and I hope you guys have fun with this. Bye-bye.